folks, welcome back to my channel, and for this video I'm going to be going to the opening night for the Paisley Book Festival 2022, and this is the third year the festival has taken place, and it is the first year of having events open to the public for people to go along and attend in person. So again, last year everything was kind of online and done digitally. And so this is the opening night. This is going to be held in the temporary home for the Paisley Central Library, which is just around the back of the Lagoon Leisure Centre, because again they are doing a lot of work on what is going to be a new creativity hub on Paisley High Street, which is where the Central Library is going to end up being, and they're also doing a lot of work on the Arts Centre, which is where a lot of the events for the Paisley Book Festival were held in the first year, which was 2020, which seems so long ago now. But I'm going to head round in a few minutes. I'm going to head round and get myself into the opening night. And yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be another good festival for them. And I will post a link to their website in the description bar below and in the pinned comment, so if you want to have a wee nosy to see what they're like, what they're up to, keep an eye on events, yeah, if you just want to see what's going on. And again, a wee bit of housekeeping first. I will be posting a link to the channelscoffee.com page in the description bar below and in a pinned comment in the comment section if you're wanting to help support the channel. And yeah, so with that out of the roads, I'm going to just grab my things and I'm going to make my way around to the Central Library. So I'll see you all when I get around there. Oh, that's inside the library now. So we're going to be sitting down in a minute. And I think there's going to be folk singing as well. Because I actually just bumped into someone who is going to be singing tonight, and he talked about my channel. So I think it's going to be a good wee event.
They come like that. This is
It's nice. All about what words and stories mean to us, especially now, when we've all had a bit more space to sit and to listen. And we realised that it was the stories that had really helped to get us through and given us hope. And Scotland is full of storytellers who give us hope, many of whom will be joining us over the next 10 days, and some of whom are with us tonight.
And I have just published a book, which younger me would love to have known that was going to happen. I think somewhere along the way he knew. I grew up a lover of books and often frequented my school library. And so it's really an honor to be here with you all in a library, to be performing from my collection. I have the good fortune that the theme of this year's festival aligns with my family. This is Photograph. Summer light blinds my mother, 27 with golden ponytail, curls set by that pink can of Aquanet. In her cradled arms, me and my sister, age 6 and 4. The tea is steeping in cracked porcelain. Hibiscus, chamomile, Darjeeling, and black leaves brewing. Their colorful oils like a spectrum creeping out the muslin and filling the pot with mixed flavor. If you took our community, steeped us all in one copper container, what would the drink taste like? many nations, shades, colors, all mapping out diaspora.
Lovely to be in real life with people again, folks. It's a delight to be here. Thank you very much for having me. And Andres, that was amazing. I really loved it. Absolutely loved it. Beautiful stuff. So I am a musician as well as a poet, which means by definition I'm a lot needier than a proper poet. So if you want to clap after things, you're more than welcome to. Right, just tuning it out for you. So I have a fairly random wee scatter of bits and bobs for you, including a couple of songs and a few poems.
Never had before, where I dazzle and surprise you, and you pin me to the floor, and the world falls out of order in a new and perfect way, and we wake up on the fault lines of a fascinating day.
Aye, the bonny tweed. A Todd was hung out, sniffing roon. He wasn't feeling a fagid. His hair was sere, his tongue was toom. He hadn't had a bite since supper. Man, but he could use a feed. Without a feasting good and proper, he fair thought he'd soon be dead. When a sudden, very seen, a bonny crater slinking past. That lad, he thought, could be my friend, till he could help me brak my fast. The beast had fur the reed o'
Made media darlings iconic. They shrink as time will do, adjust as time will have. Watch them hone, see relics turn to roads, tomes to tweets. See ruins rebuild as smog-filled city, steeped in rich industrial history, a grid plan marking harsh social divides, litter-lined 9-to-5 grind, club solace in bedsheets. Sloth pulls the blanket over her head and says no thanks to the rain. Snowflake by name, snowflake by nature, Sloth crowns herself the victor of stress and stagnation. Sloth chose not to vote, chose to idolize Netflix, surrendered independence to spend her late 20s sheltered by parents, harboring the ennui of decades of wasted energy. She stubbornly parades her failure inside her quilted fort. She sits atop her garbage throne, her phone screen shining bright North Star, directing her to worlds less static.
Yeah, especially because yeah, she was my house parent, she was mother. I'm from Andrew. Yeah, keep her living. Oh, really?
Well, that's me back from the opening night of the Paisley Book Festival 2022. And it was a really interesting night. It had 3 performers up. It was 2 poets, all 3 of them were poets. One was also a singer-songwriter as well. So I did manage to get footage of all 3 performing. And I will definitely be having a wee look at what other events they have on for this year's festival and try and see if there's anything else I can try and get along to. And because it's going to be, today's the 17th, I know this video is going to be going up a wee bit, I think this video is going to be going up a few days into the festival. But the festival itself is going to be running from the 17th to the 20th of February. And yeah, so I might try and see what else I can get myself along to. And I also did remember when I was at the opening night at the event itself that there is also a YouTube channel for the book festival. So along with their website, I will also post a link to the YouTube channel if you're wanting to go along and subscribe and support them on YouTube as well. Because again, that's a great way of finding out what the festival's like, what they're up to, and giving a bit of support online as well. So hopefully you will all have enjoyed this video. I know that I certainly enjoyed being at the event tonight, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.